Are we live? I think so.
Yeah, I believe so.
There was something weird going on with my Mac. Sorry that we're late, guys. It was like everything else, all the internet was working fine, like, and everything else in the house, but for some reason on my Mac, it was like not connecting. Like I was online, but like it wouldn't load any websites. I don't know, but we had to reboot the router. Gosh, now I think we just lost Kevin. Oh. Right there, yes.
That was, can you hear me?
I can't hear you now. Okay. Yeah, what happened?
Alfalfa jumped on me and he didn't realize he didn't have enough room, so he scratched me and I went, ugh, and I ripped something out. I think we're good though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
This is a mess.
He just likes to be up here where there's not room for him, so he like freaked out and then he like, ugh. Okay. I think we're all good.
I think I got okay. I got to pull up the actual chat though. So I know people are saying stuff, but I can't see it.
It's mostly just Jessica making fun of me for some reason because she hates me.
Per usual. Okay. I'm just like a mess today. I'm all over the place. All right, there we go.
Today. I've been sleeping.
Whole day room off. Okay. All right. Oh, she's the thing you smell.
Not inaccurate.
All right, everyone. I think we're, well, kind of all set up now. Hello, everyone. All right.
Oh my gosh, Lizelle, you're always flying somewhere.
She's a jet setter. She's just. What is it? Wheels up.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
Hello, hi. Oh, that's right. Visiting the boyfriend. You better be getting some like frequent flyer miles.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like, I hope you're using one of those frequent flyer mile systems.
Does he ever come fly down to see you?
Oh, if you hate flying, after that, tell him to come visit you. You're like, bro, I can't do it. I'm Melissa. I'm feeling okay. I haven't passed my kidney stone yet. They said it could be another 4 weeks.
That's no fun.
Thank you for asking.
How is that possible? Is it like a local, like Canadian airline that you use?
I actually asked.
I imagine they serve like poutine and Tim Hortons.
Oh, that'd be amazing. I asked my friend, Caitlin, who I work with, and she said it's cheaper for her to fly to LA than it is Vancouver, because more airplanes like go to LA because it's like international airport. Alfalfa, how'd you even get up there? He's on top of my computer tower now.
So this is our last live sprinting chatty thing before Nano starts. How's everyone feeling?
I'm not ready. Like I'm not ready, but I'm also ready, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like I need to put the prep in Preptober. that really hasn't been happening as much.
I just I finished the witch book. I sent it to Rena. Exciting. No. Yeah, it's exciting. I actually really like a lot of the edits I did based on feedback. But now I'm like,
you're welcome.
But now I'm like, oh, it's like literally a week till Nano starts, and I need to plot out my book.
Yeah, I'm still making Nano decisions. I haven't made a final decision yet. I'm gonna make a video about it, I think, once I do, but still not sure what I'm gonna be working on. Yeah, Lizelle, that's kind of how I feel about life right now. I'm kind of like, life is wild right now. Is this a good time? I feel like I was so excited because this is the first year that I'm not teaching while trying to do nano. And teaching has usually been the reason that like I wasn't able to get it done. But now I just feel like there's so many other things going on that I'm like, maybe November sucks for me. Maybe it's just like not a good look.
A lot of people get sick during November too.
Yeah.
Damien's sick right now. I think he finally got it from me. Hopefully he doesn't pass it back. Debbie, I feel like, has anyone really ever feel like they're prepped enough though, you know? A lot of people hate November. It kind of sucks. Charlie, I finished my timeline, but still need to finish character sheets. Charlie, I need to do character sheets. I need to do timelines. I need to do everything. I haven't gotten anything done.
Jessica, sometimes crying is super productive for your own personal character growth. Sometimes you need that.
That works on your own character sheet.
Yeah, I was actually like thinking about this the other day. You know that movie? Is it Where the Heart Is? No.
I love that movie.
Wait, that's not what I'm thinking of. It's one where he like A Walk to Remember. Remember, and like the girl like has cancer or whatever, she's dying or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember the guy I was dating. This is before Aaron and I. When we broke up that day, I watched that movie, like, and a couple other sad ones. And everyone's like, "Why are you watching this on the day you broke?" Because I needed to cry. Like I needed to like just think how horrible life is to everyone and everything. And so it was just like this big catharsis of just watching the saddest movies. And I had avoided that movie for that very reason because I knew it was really sad. So I think sometimes when you're just like feeling it, you need to just feel it. And I feel like it felt better because I felt like I wasn't crying over that dude. I was crying over this movie, which is so sad.
Two things. One, hello, Becca. Two,
Hi, Becca.
I am not the biggest fan of that movie. And I think it's because whenever I see like young Mandy Moore, that's her name, right?
I love Mandy Moore.
But when I see a young Mandy Moore, I think of her in Princess Diaries. I'm like, you mean girl.
She plays the mean girl very well. Remember her in Saved?
Yeah, actually, mean
Christ love.
I'm filled with the Christ love. Yeah, Damien and I watched that not that long ago. He watched because he had never seen it.
Yeah, it's really good. Hey, I cried today too. We all need a good cry sometimes. Most of my crying is angry crying.
I don't think I cried today.
How to Deal. Which movie is that? I'm not sure if I remember that one.
How to Deal, Mandy Moore.
Megan, I hate sad stories too. Like I avoid them. I like A Fault in Our Stars. Okay, I did like A Fault in Our Stars, the movie. I don't like no shade. I just don't really like John Green books though. I've read a couple of them and they're just kind of boring to me. I don't really connect with the characters very well. So I mean, to each his own, but like it just doesn't work for me.
So How to Deal is about a girl whose parents are divorced, so she's like, love isn't real, and her sister's about to get married and doesn't realize that her fiance is not the man of her dreams. She's like, love isn't real, and then she meets edgy Mason. She's like, love is real. That's what How to Deal is about.
I'm wondering if I've seen it.
I don't recognize this movie. It's Trent Ford is the love interest. You okay?
Yeah, Chris, I didn't even try This Is Us. I can't go for that kind of stuff. Stuff that I know is gonna make me sad and make me cry. Although I did go see A Star Is Born, even though I knew it was gonna be sad, and it was just so much sadder than I imagined, and I cried so hard. And even when I hear the songs now, I want to cry. But the movie was so good. Kevin is still yet to see it, and it's so good.
Thank you for coming for a little bit, Charlie.
Oh, good night, Charlie.
Wallissimo. I like that name.
TV. Yeah, it's just like, it's not shady. I mean, come on. Like, I'm really hurting John Green. He's like a billionaire. People love his books. It just, the style doesn't work for me. That's kind of what, we had this controversial topic before where I have a hard time, not always, but I have a hard time a lot of times connecting with characters in YA books that are written by men. Maybe it's a me thing, I don't know, but I just feel like
I mean,
I tend to not connect with characters. Now, that's not always true, especially like with gay men writers. Not trying to like, you know, straight male writers, I often, not always, but I often don't feel the same connection to the characters. I just feel like maybe they don't I don't know. I don't want to like speculate or whatever, and I don't want to be like, I know these are broad generalizations. I just think oftentimes they don't I don't connect with them emotionally like I need to.
I don't think I've ever read a John Green. Welcome, that Disney chick. Love your name. Love Disney. Disney's always accepted here. Big fan.
Yeah.
My nose is all stuffed up. I don't know why.
Yeah, they're not really believable to be high school characters, that's for sure.
Damien has said that a lot of his friends in high school that were like super John Green fans, especially the women, as they grew up, they realized that like they didn't like them like they thought they did.
Yeah.
And that
I mean, I didn't experience them as a young person, so I don't really know. Hi, James.
I think they might have come out when I was in high school, but I didn't read any of them. Like I feel like everyone I know is reading them. But I will say that like I do still like books by straight white men. Why did I say white? I wasn't I'm just so used to saying straight white men as like a thing. But like straight men, because I do love the Ugliest series. But again, that is just another one that I feel the same, where I don't feel like I was as emotionally connected to those characters as I have been in other series. And it may just be a coincidence. Correlation is not causation, you know? But I did like the book. So it doesn't mean I don't like books by straight men. I just tend to not. As far as John Green goes, the stories are just not that compelling to me either. I had something to add in there, but I don't remember. Oh, in high school,
I've never read anything by Rick Riordan.
I read all the first series, the Percy Jackson series, and I think that's it. And I really liked them when I read them. I read them in high school. Because in high school, when people were reading John Green, I was still like, give me more witch books and Percy Jackson and, you know, that kind of stuff.
I think that I'm just like, I'm more into like teenage girl angsty kind of stuff. And so men just typically don't read those or write those, and that's okay. They don't have to. A lot of people don't like that kind of stuff.
I like that. I remember in high school really liking the idea of Percy Jackson, and I didn't dislike the books, but I remember not liking something about one of the last ones. I don't remember what it was, but I just remember like I loved the idea though of all those books. I think it was what I found out in the second series was like, doesn't Percy Jackson like lose his memory or something? And I was like, this is not interesting to me. I don't want to go through this. I don't like this whole, you read a whole series and then someone loses their memory, and it's like, no, thank you.
Oh, that's how I don't want to spoil anything, but that's how I felt about some TV shows.
But yeah, it was infuriating watching that, but it gets better, so it's worth it. I know what you mean. I don't want to watch an entire season of something or read an entire book, and it's just like, and then it was all forgotten. It's like, no, thank you.
Yeah. I like books more for emotional arcs than plot arcs. And I feel like a lot of times men write plot arcs more than emotional arcs. So I think Westerfeld did like a good like happy medium, and that's why like I felt medium about the books. Like I liked them. They were good. And I really like speculative fiction. So I think that's another reason why I liked his.
I mean, Becca, I figured he would get his memory back, but there's still just something, there's like a part of me that like, I don't like, which is weird because I love that TV show that we won't name, so it doesn't spoil anything, but I
kind of like that in TV. Like, we're very soap opera each though, like when people lose their memories all the time. Hello, Jane the Virgin.
That's different though, because that is so over the top. It's like, I was pushed down a flight of stairs and forgot my memory. It's like, oh my gosh, this is just like, it feels more of like a, what can I do to like elongate this story? Oh wait, they lost their memory. Now they gotta figure it out again. It's like, no, I just went through all this with you and you're trying to take that away from me? No, thank you.
I'm trying to think of other like straight men that write YA.
I don't know any other that I've read off the top of my head.
Jay Kristoff, right? He's a straight. Yeah.
He's a straight male.
I liked Illuminate. Was that the first one?
Yeah.
Like, I liked it fine, but like I didn't need to read the rest of them. Like maybe someday I will, but I didn't feel the need to.
I had the second one. I haven't read it yet. I got it as a gift, actually. I'm not saying I won't ever read them. I'm just saying that I was irritated when I was younger. I did not want to read that.
But I don't think Jason Segel has written YA, right? He wrote like middle grade, wasn't it? Also, I love Jason Segel. His Muppets movie that he wrote is literally one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, Jason Segel's book is amazing.
Ransom Reigns. I have not read Ransom Reigns. I don't really have an interest in that.
So I read the first. I read the first Miss Peregrine book, and I loved it. It gave me nightmares, like legit. I loved it. I had nightmares for like a week afterwards, and then I just where the book went at the end of the second one, I was just like, why? And then it, yeah. The way the second book ended, I was just like, why? Why did it have to go like that?
I just like I also don't like high fantasy usually, so I think that's Aaron saying boo from the other room. Again, they tend to be more plot heavy, which again is fine. Lots of people love that. That's just, I tend to read more for emotional arcs than, like, it could have no plot. Although I might comment like, man, this book has no plot, but if I love the emotional stuff happening, I won't care. So.
You should just start reading slice of life fiction then.
Yeah, but like, what are some examples of slice of life? Because I feel like there's not really. It's more like Casey West stuff, which is like romance. It's not slice of life. I mean, I feel like you could argue that most contemporary is slice of life.
I'm getting a weird buzzing thing.
You have a house phone? That's weird. The Last Reality Trilogy. I did not know about that. I thought I only knew about the like kids book that he wrote. So interesting. I do like Jason Segel. I think he's very smart and I like his sense of humor. So yeah, Lizelle. He also writes. He's written a lot of like movies as well. So it's not that strange.
That was really weird.
Yeah, it's not like you had a house phone.
They just replaced our call box. It never worked. That's the first time I've ever heard it. So it scared the shit out of me. So I don't know who's calling. It must be a delivery person. I think they press all the buttons. But going back to what Lizelle said earlier, sorry. I got nightmares that I was stuck in a time loop, and then I got a nightmare that one of those like creatures was chasing me, and I couldn't get away from it. Like I was like running, but it was like right behind me the whole time.
Yeah, Lizelle. He wrote like.
I have a couple of his books.
What's that movie that I really love with Russell Brand that he wrote?
It's something.
Sarah Marshall.
Yeah.
So good. And he wrote the Muppets movie, not the sequel, not the terrible sequel with Tina Fey, but the first one.
That movie was terrible.
He wrote the music for it. Yeah, Saving Sarah Marshall, so good. He like writes music as well. Like he's very smart and very talented. Yeah. He's got a really good sense of humor. Hello, we haven't even started doing anything yet, so.
Yeah. Don't forget, everybody, to like that. Smash that like button below if you like this.
I think that's why, like, I love Jason Segel so much, because I also, like, he's got, like, a thing for puppets. Like, he loves puppets, and they tend to show up in a lot of the stuff he works on, and I'm obsessed with puppets. Like, I love them. I need to get my stuff to write. We need to do some writing, guys.
Yeah, I need to save the cat, which I thought was on my desk, and I don't see it.
Yeah, mine's over there, but I'm gonna grab it. I think in a second when we start actually like writing, I'll go grab it. Because I'm still working on some plot stuff for my book. I'm almost done though, like rearranging some of the like when things are gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I just realized they weren't working like in the order they were, so I needed to move some stuff around.
Lizelle, I have a lot of fear about immortality as well, but a time loop sounds awful, depending on what the time is that you're looped in, I guess.
Oh, like Happy Death Day? So good.
Yeah, like that is not a time loop I'd want to be stuck in.
Or would you?
I don't know, I still haven't seen it.
So good.
I thought that I'm against it. I just don't know where it's at. I don't think it's on Netflix anymore.
Yeah, it is.
Is it? Then I'll watch it this weekend then. Because I hadn't watched it for the longest time because I couldn't figure out where to watch it. Like if I was in a time loop of like, I don't know, a really cool party, a really sexy party.
I would not want to be in a time loop for a party. I would need to have some time to like go home and chill.
But you could just like, you could ignore the party for like a week straight, just like stay in your room and like ignore the party.
Oh my God, this is making me want to watch Happy Death Day again. You need to watch that movie. It is so good.
Although the thing is about the time loop is that like it just repeats the day, but like they don't do the same thing every day. They can do whatever they want. They're just stuck in the same literal day in history.
Is that in the Miss Peregrine books that you're talking about?
Yeah. I don't know if it's a spoiler. Sorry.
Yeah, say, Mr. I hate spoilers.
That isn't
really
to be fair, that happens very early on, and it's like.
Oh, I'm gonna say that next time I spoil something for you early on. I'm like, to be fair,
you didn't even want to read them.
Really early on.
You didn't even want to read them. Could you maybe give me some water? My kidneys are hurting.
Well, I don't watch Black Mirror because, again, I try to stay away from depressing stuff.
I love Black Mirror.
You think I would like it because I do like speculative, which a lot of that is speculative, like technology and stuff, but it's also super all depressing. And I just feel like, you know what? Life's depressing enough. Why do I want to watch something that's also depressing? So maybe if you look for a charmed life and you don't mind watching stuff that's depressing.
Laura, then watch the episode San Junipero. It's not depressing. It's like the best.
I think everyone has that TV.
Laura doesn't like Black Mirror because she says it's too depressing. I know.
Because I feel like if I watch it, then I'm just going to be like, everything is horrible. The world is horrible. Everything is pointless. Why don't we just all die?
No. It depends on what episode. It depends. It really depends on which episode you watch, to be honest. But you should watch San Junipero. It's not depressing. It's one of the happiest episodes ever. It got nominated for an Emmy. It's so good.
I mean, I watched the one episode where like they basically the ugly is like where they have like people can rate you when you say hello and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
I saw that one.
I like the music.
Again, I like it because I like the speculative aspect of it, but also depressing because I feel like
I can give you a list of the ones that aren't depressing. But San Junipero, watch that one. Did you watch the Miley Cyrus one?
Not yet.
I think you'll like that one too. I mean, a lot of people didn't, but I think
you'll like her right now. I don't know if I'm ready to see her.
That's fair. I think that a lot of people didn't like it, but I don't think you'll dislike it. Miley Cyrus one.
Just as a preface, I got home late, so I'm gonna be eating a little bit on the.
I'll be eating at some point. Damien describes the Miley Cyrus one as a dark Disney Channel original movie.
I can dig that.
It's both your aspects of life. You're the goth thingy and the cutesy thing.
The DJ is one that my other brother Jason told me to watch.
Hang the DJ is because it's similar, and I don't want to say anything actually because that would be a huge spoiler.
All right, let's do a sprint at 8. We'll do 15 minutes since we talked for a while.
Also, I just want to say that I wouldn't say USS Callister is not depressing. There are aspects that are very depressing.
I also need to get my adult beverage. Does anyone have an adult beverage today on this Thirsty Thursday?
I got to make some water because I still can't drink no alcohol.
I'm not supposed to, but I'm going to anyway.
I've been having...
Because no one can tell me what I could do.
I've been having some kidney pain.
We're going to do 15 minutes, Jessica. You're not even going to be sprinting anyway.
Yeah, you're going to be like crying.
We're doing puppy play.
Oh. Ew, don't say puppy play. That's gross.
Ooh, Coke and Crown. Nice. I'm about to go get me a Michelob Ultra.
Oh, here.
Oh, or wine. Thank you.
I forgot that we have Michelob Ultra.
Never mind. I'm going to have wine. I forgot we had wine.
To be fair, if I were you, Jessica, I'd be playing with puppies and crying.
Yeah. Right? Who doesn't love a hubby who just shows up with a glass of wine?
Mine shows up and just forces me to drink lots of water.
Hey, I drink a ton of water today. I peed like 75 times at work.
I'm still peeing through the strainer. Sorry for TMI. Oh, wait. Are we supposed to be sprinting?
Just now, yep. All right, guys, we're going to do 15 minutes.
15 starting. I'll do the timer starting now. You're not as quiet as you think.
I'm as quiet as a mouse.
Mm-hmm. That's time. Hi,
How
everybody.
many did progress?
Yeah.
How did you do?
I read the entire chapter in Save the Cat on buddy love, and I realized that is what I'm writing for NaNoWriMo. It's a buddy love. So that's exciting. And then I started looking for the simplified Save the Cat thing that you made. I knew I had a blank one. I had to find it. How'd everybody else do?
Yeah, I realized that like in my book, I have like all these like big events, and I don't have enough like in between scenes. Like you can't just be like big event, big event, big event. So I'm trying to work on like some transitions that will still progress the plot.
That's how I was with my first book. It came not my first book, but my first book, the book that got Rita is like I struggled a lot with that one. Like how do I add in scenes so it's not like big event happening, like they're just like stacking and stacking, but it's like hard because like you don't want to just throw in a random scene that like it's just there for filler.
Yeah, I'm trying to like think about like transition scenes that will still progress. Ooh, names have been chosen. That's fun.
Well, welcome, Danielle.
Ooh, I was wondering about Sawkill Girls. So I'm like throttled on Scribd right now, but that's like one of the options I can still listen to. I was like, but I haven't heard anything about it. Is it any good? So. Oh, I hear that wanting to just start already.
Ooh, I don't know what I'm gonna name my characters actually. I should probably figure that out. Oh, I do know the love interest name. So I got that down at least.
I figured out the love interest name on another book idea that I have for the future.
I always like coming up with the love interest name more than I do the main character.
Hey, 262 is good. Danielle, I wrote 1,000,000. Ooh, 305, Lizzie. 644, jeez. TV made progress in a technical sense. I'm sure you're probably struggling right now with school and trying to balance everything. I have never written fan fiction. I just can't even.
It's fun.
I can't think of like what I would write it for. Like, what do I?
I don't know who you would write it for. Like, I don't know if you're a big enough like fan of any one thing. Kylo, Ren, and Rey. Maybe.
Yeah, that I could see because I want that to happen so bad. Like, I'm obsessed with the new trailer. I like when she was like, "No, everyone thinks they know me, but they don't." And he's like, "I do." I was like, "Yes, you do."
Have you seen all the people? Have you seen all the people on Twitter comparing them standing in the rain, staring at each other to Pride and Prejudice?
Yeah, I love it. Whatever you're watching at the time. What am I watching at the time? We just finished season 3 of Love Island. And we watched the show 911. Kevin, you would love 911 because it takes place in LA and they have some of the craziest storylines. The one for this season is there was a tsunami that took out the Santa Monica Pier.
Did they show that happening?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was intense. It was like a 4-episode ordeal.
911 tsunami scene. Aha! Are you kidding me?
It's good, man. It's good stuff.
What the hell?
Right, Lizelle? Like, I think Star Wars. I always thought like Star Wars was like okay, but then when we got like Kylo and Rey, I was like, yes, I am so here for this.
I like how one of the couple, the way they realize is because they're taking a selfie in the background. There's a giant wave.
So okay, Megan, I hate Buck. He is my least favorite character on 911. Hate him. He's being such a big baby.
This is actually kind of terrifying because I've been on that pier. And all these people are dead because Santa Monica, the tsunami like area is really huge in real life.
It like wipes out like a ton of like the coastal like LA. It's so good. A couple seasons ago, they had an earthquake. They've had like major fire. They've had, oh God, Kevin, they've had like a car on like one of those roads that goes up the mountain that like where the ground starts to like collapse. It's like everything that you fear of like living in Los Angeles, like they cover. Like you will love it. Yes, I love to see all these 911 fans. And I love Adam Driver, Lizelle. Like, obsessed.
You know what though? I had a hard time with him specifically. Wait a second. Oh, specifically because he was in Girls and he plays kind of a weirdo in that show.
Yeah, I never watched Girls, thankfully. He has a new movie coming out with, I think it's Scarlett Johansson. It looks so good, but so sad, and you know I try to avoid those sad movies. It's about a couple like getting divorced, and it's about like them figuring out what that means for them. Because they still care about each other and have a kid.
Is Scarlett Johansson playing a tree?
I don't even care for her at all, so. Yeah, no interest in watching Girls. Not really my thing.
I stopped watching it. It got real dumb. And then from what I hear, it got even worse. So
Aaron really liked it.
There's like, I don't know.
You really liked it, Evan?
I liked it at first.
Yeah, I don't like Scarlett Johansson. I don't think she could act her way out of a paper bag. She's monotone.
Are you saying that Black Widow isn't your favorite superhero?
But she. Okay, I don't want to spoil anything. Never mind.
I know what you're gonna say.
Okay.
You're like, oh, am I supposed to be upset?
Yeah, I hate Lena Dunham. I've hated her even before everyone else knew they should cancel her. I'd already had her canceled. Because I don't like her. I never did. She's the worst. I don't know how anyone can like Scarlett Johansson. It only has to be for the sex appeal. That's it. I told you, Lizelle, we are the same person. Only you got the better end of the stick because you're in Canada. You're living the better. You're my foil. Like we're the same person, but you're living like a better life than me. You have like a great job that like sends you to places around the world, and you get to live in Canada. And you have a book being published. So you're like, if my life was good, the version. You have great hair. White Canary, never heard of her.
I thought White Canary was
I don't know if everyone's seen Endgame.
I haven't actually. White Canary's on Arrow, right? No.
But how do you know what I'm talking about?
Because I didn't care because I had already had something spoiled for me. And I was like, whatever, just spoil it for me. And then my friend Adam told me what happened.
You should still watch it. It's a good movie. Oh, I don't like DC.
She's the White Canary, like in like what the hell is it called? Like movie TV land. She's on Arrow, right?
Danielle, as long as you don't live on the coast, you'd be fine.
Yeah,
You'd be more worried about the big one.
For real though. There was another it wasn't as bad as the last one. I didn't even feel it, but there was one in Compton or Inglewood or something the other day. It was like a 3.5, but I was asleep. It was like at midnight. It did not wake me up. The other one was really bad. Like everything in our apartment was shaking. Me and like for a long extended period of time. Me and Damien had to like get underneath the desk. It was scary.
The worst one I felt while living there, we were at the Grove.
That one was definitely the scariest I've ever felt.
No, guys, stop.
I don't even watch Arrow. I just know certain things.
DC is stupid, boring.
Way to generalize an entire company.
Too serious. Well, all of them are so serious. There's no lightheartedness.
From what I hear, their TV shows are very different than their movies.
I think Aaron likes some of the TV shows.
I tried watching Daredevil and I wasn't a big fan. Although that's DC, right? I don't know. I wasn't a big fan. I loved the movie when I was young.
You need to watch Spider-Man.
Oh, I know. I don't know why I haven't yet.
God, they're so good.
I have nothing against watching it. I just haven't yet. So.
Oh, you were wrong, Kevin. Daredevil is Marvel.
Is it Marvel?
Wasn't Daredevil Ben Affleck?
In the old one.
All right, at 8:30 we'll do another 15. Just so everyone's known. Everyone knows. Oh, have a safe flight. Have fun.
Have fun. Safe flight.
Black lightning. It's not even a thing.
Are you frozen? Am I frozen? Well, guess whose stream it is now? I was really confused because she's frozen on both my screens, and I thought maybe it was me. It's just me now, guys. Hey, what's up? Hey, Laura just texted me, said she's trying to get back on. I know. I thought we were being really quiet too, and I was like, is Laura like, is she contemplating life right now? What's happening? So, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Now that Laura's out of here, we can party. I know, honestly, Jessica, there's no such thing as a quiet stream. Do I? Okay. I don't know how this works. Jessica, you probably know. Can she get back into the same? I'm assuming she can get back into this one, right? Or do I have to send her a link or something since it's her show? I also like how when this is full screen. Okay, cool. I like how when this is full screen, you can see my
I think I'm back.
Ah, your voices. It says it's
Am I back?
Your voices, but not your face yet. And now she's gone again. The disembodied voice of Laura. I don't have any puppets. This is Laura. Why am I making voices? This is Laura. This one can be Laura. Isn't this the cutest thing ever? Oh, it is so cute. Ah. I don't know what's going on. Laura is lost to the ages. Is anybody else writing something for NaNoWriMo that they have to do a lot of research for? Because mine, even though it's a buddy love story, there's an aspect of it that's going to cause a lot of. It's going to cause me to have to do a lot of research that I'm like a little nervous about. Like, do I research before Nano? There's only a week left, or do I just write the story, then research, and then like go in and fix a lot of the stuff later? You know what I mean? I mean, we could sprint until she comes back, but I don't have a.
Am I back?
Yeah, it's a little.
Nope. This is what I did last.
You were. So how do you guys deal with then what you need to research? Like, do you stop to research stuff, or do you go and do you write it and then figure that you'll fix things afterwards? I'm just a little nervous because I feel like what I need to research is going to heavily affect the plot, I think. That's what I'm thinking too, Tosh, but I'm a little nervous. So what if I don't get all the research done that I need beforehand? Big items are research ahead of time. I guess I can do that. Last Nano, I had a spread in my bullet journal. I was like, make sure you Google these things after Nano's over, because I didn't want to fall in that rabbit hole. Laura's restarting her router again, so she should be back after that. I didn't want to fall down a rabbit hole of like searching one thing after another after another. The thing is, mine is just a contemporary, but it involves things I don't know. So that's a good idea, though, Jessica. I think I might do that, like brackets for writing, because I wanted to make sure it was as accurate as possible. The thing is that what I'm writing, I don't know a lot about, but my agent does. So I think that actually will help me out, which is kind of like not a cop out, but I don't. It's nice that I have that, because I can just be like, Can you tell me if this is accurate, please? And she'll let me know. Hello, Grape. Laura is. This is the Kevin show now. I've taken over Laura's channel. She is restarting her router. Kicked her. We're talking about researching in books because I'm doing a lot of researching for this next book idea. I think I might do something similar to that because I have some idea. I don't know. I only have a week. I'm just nervous, I think, because I only have a week to finish or plot out. I haven't even started plotting. My plot is completely empty. So I think I'm getting nervous that I'm not gonna have enough time. So actually, this is the Andy Milonakis show. I got bees on my head, but don't call me a bee head. What does he say? I hang out with self-loathing apples or something. The apple's like, I hate myself. I haven't done, okay, TV, don't even feel bad because I literally have not started plotting at all. This is just Save the Cat simplified. I have not started plotting at all. I have the love interest name, first name, that's it. I don't have anything else. Hello.
Hello, am I actually here?
Yeah, and you look fine because you came in once, but it was like pixelated and frozen.
We had to like reboot the router again. I don't know what's going on.
It's cool. We're just talking about like researching during Nano. Like, like Jessica said, she puts brackets in for like make sure you research this afterwards or like things like that.
Oh yeah.
Because mine's gonna need a lot of research, but I'm afraid to like I'm not sure if I have enough without researching to start.
Yeah, I feel like why is my sorry. I feel like what do? I usually write it down or I just kind of know. I probably should like put spots. But I'm like, I'll come back to this later. Wait. My webcam's messed up.
We see a little bit of your kitchen.
I know. Like it somehow got messed up when we were trying to mess with the computer. I'm trying to get the right angle. I feel like I'm farther away. Am I not?
It doesn't look as zoomed in.
Yeah, isn't that weird? I mean, there's nothing in my kitchen I'm hiding. There's just
You're like, well, wait, let me check. Okay, nothing.
there's a microwave. I was like, what is that? It's a microwave, but and those tired cabinets that need to be fixed. I mean, replaced.
Grape. Oh, Grape shut up while you were gone. Grape, I'm right with you. I just started. I'm hoping to start plotting during the last sprint that you missed because you're a hater who shows up late with iced coffee. I read the chapter of this about my book. So, Megan, what are you expecting your total word count to be? Is it going to be over 100,000, or did you do a shortened for camp? Golchinsky.
Why are you looking up Golchinsky?
Trying to figure out how to spell it.
Why?
I want to look something up about it. Do you know how to spell it?
It's Gul. I think it's CYZ. I don't know. It's something weird like that. Why are you looking up our family name?
I want to. What part of the country? I mean, what part of the world is Golchinsky from?
Poland.
That's what I thought. But our family wasn't Jewish, right?
No, Polish Catholic.
Polish Catholic. My family is Polish Catholic.
Polish Catholic and Russian Catholic. Papa Jack was Russian Catholic.
But Golchinsky could be a name that a Jewish person has.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's Polish, so some Polish people were Jewish.
Okay.
But our family was Catholic.
Build a set of stairs. What does that even mean? I imagine you like out back with a hammer, like just building a set of stairs. No big deal.
I'm in an old chat somehow. How did that happen? My computer's doing wacky stuff.
It's just too wild and crazy, guys.
All right, do we want to do another sprint?
Yeah. Yep. I think we're good. Another one.
I think we need to do another 15.
According to this map, there were quite a few Golchinskis in Illinois in 1920.
Yeah. Why are you doing like a family tree?
No. I'm looking up Jewish last names for my book.
Okay.
And that name just popped in my head.
I know a lot of Jewish last names.
What do you want, frickin' metal?
No, I'm just saying I know a lot of Jewish people. A lot of the last names end in like Berg or Man, like Waxman, Goldberg. I would not
Good night, Megan.
associate Golchinsky with Jewish.
I was just looking up different names. That would just pop in my head.
Good night, Megan. All right. At the 40 mark, we'll do 15. I'm just getting caught up on the chat about research. Historical fantasy. God, that sounds hard.
Imagine what Game of Thrones is. Although, the thing is, when it's a
Not
fantasy...
historical at all. It's just fantasy.
I mean, okay, so here's the thing. Is that when you're writing something like Game of Thrones, it's kind of a historical, like... I don't know how to explain it out.
It's Western fantasy. It's just a fantasy world that's based on Western civilization and the way in which it would evolve. But it's not. There's nothing historical about it at all. It's not even our world.
That's true. I mean, it's based on our world. He based it on the War of the Roses? It's 5:40. I mean, 8:40. You ready to start?
All right, let's sprint. Let's do 15.
Okay, starting. I'll be right back.
All gone. All gone.
That's time. How'd everybody do?
I wrote a whole new, well, I didn't write the scene, but I plotted out a whole new scene.
That's exciting.
Is it?
I suppose it depends on who you ask.
I feel like I'm going to be one of those people who just constantly changes their book and they're just never done.
I mean,
I'm never just like revising. I'm like, whole new scenes, whole new characters, whole new every time.
at some point you got to finish it.
I don't know if it's ever going to happen for me. 363, nice. Ooh, I love a good opening image. Oh, did you get anything accomplished, Kevin?
I got dinner, and yeah, I'm just still doing research.
Yeah. I feel like I'm going to be George R.R. Martin. Everyone's like, when are we going to get the book? And I'm like, it's not done yet. It'll never be done.
It's got to be done.
Does it, Kevin?
Yes.
It's so funny to think that like I wanted it done by like July.
Sometimes we have lofty goals, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes I way overestimate my abilities. Ooh, what kind of fantasy race is it like? Are they like orcs?
I hope they're elves, because elves are always my favorite.
I like orcs.
You would.
I want to write a fantasy about a half orc. That's all I got.
Is it a girl?
Yeah.
Hey, 54 is better than I did. I just did research.
306, that's good.
Laura, have you gotten sweet potato sushi lately?
I have not, unfortunately, and I love sweet potato sushi.
That's what I'm eating right now.
So good.
Deconstructed into a bowl.
Oh, interesting. So, Kevin, apparently we're going to start playing Dungeons and Dragons online.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, Gabe and Shannon want Aaron and I to play with them online.
How do you play online? Is there like a website?
I don't know. They're going to have Aaron be Dungeon Master.
Just so everyone is aware, next week there will be no stream on Thursday because Thursday is Halloween. Instead, the stream will be on Friday, the first day of NaNoWriMo at the normal time, 4:30 Pacific. The reminder's already up on my channel. You want to head over there when we're done and hit that little reminder button so you get a little notification. That'd be great. But just remember, oh my God, that scared me. No stream on Thursday. It's on Friday next week.
Yeah, so it'll be Thursday, Friday edition.
Yes. Because it just didn't make sense to do it on Halloween. Like, people have plans.
Yeah.
Like handing out candy and stuff. TB, I listened to a D&D podcast, and I have watched some D&D people on Twitch before, but it's a little more difficult to me because, like, if you miss one, then you're like, you don't know what's going on. Where the podcast, I can just like listen to it whenever I want.
Birth date for a Pisces, Sun, Virgo, Moon. Oh, I
I
don't
don't know what the hell that means.
I don't mess with all that.
I'm a Pisces, just regular.
I'm a Leo. Should not surprise anyone who knows astrological signs. I'm a classic Leo.
I mean, if you had to guess what sign Laura is, what would you say? I knew you'd say that.
What do you say, Capricorn?
He said Gemini.
Why?
She's a Leo. You said he could see that too.
Yeah.
I'm-
What about me is Gemini-esque?
She said she. I don't know if you want me to answer this question.
Yes, I do.
She said, "What about me is Gemini-esque?"
What did you say?
He didn't say anything. He's just trying to hold back a smile.
I don't know. It's not really like a specific thing.
Hi, Moon. Yeah, we're still here.
Hi, Moon. How are you tonight? What is your sign?
What's a Gemini?
Wait, really quick. Great. Geminis are not sensitive. They're assholes. Well, yeah, great. He didn't say that. I said that.
Gemini, the thing is that half of you is really nice and sweet. Half of you
Is what?
is
Okay, he said, Gemini, the thing is, half of you is really nice and really sweet, and the other half of you is evil. Oh, thank you for coming. Moody and clingy.
Aaron's a Cancer.
I'm a Pisces, so I'm emotional and unstable, but also creative. But also, most serial killers are Pisces. So, because it's an interesting fact.
No.
Damien doesn't like me bringing that up.
You're like, hi, I'm a serial killer.
I'm not a serial killer. I just could be if you're not nice to me.
Wait, is Damien also a Pisces? Because your birthdays are close?
He was born 6 days before me, so yeah, he's a Pisces.
I'll say, but Aaron was born 4 days before me, but he's a Cancer.
So that means you're on the cusp then.
Yeah.
You're on a Cancer Leo cusp.
Yeah, so is Aaron.
Jason's also a Pisces. So is Damien's brother. Damien's brother was born on the same day as me, but a year before me exactly. They're Irish twins.
Irish twins, I thought was 11 months.
I mean,
So less than a year.
they're
Because Dad and Uncle Marty are Irish twins.
okay. So they're 359 days apart.
Uh-oh, Moon. Watch out, you better hug that kid a lot. But not too much. 'Cause that also might make the serial killer.
What was Ed Holmes? Loved his mom, and he also made people into lampshades.
Isn't Ed Holmes the name of the guy who plays Andy on The Office?
Is it
Ed Helms?
Ed? Oh, am I thinking of Ed Kemper? I might be thinking of Ed Kemper. No, serial killer that loved his mom, Ed. It is Ed Kemper. It is Ed Kemper. So yeah.
I was like, I think you're thinking of the guy from The Office.
Sorry.
Ed
Kemper loved his mom.
I'm a Leo and I'm a Ravenclaw.
I like short walks on long piers with people I don't like.
I've been listening to a podcast about these British serial killer. They were like a couple in like the 70s.
What are their names?
Ed and Rose.
I think I actually know what you're talking about.
I've been listening to the podcast about it. The guy who like wrote the book about them and like doing a podcast now. I've been like really into British stuff lately. I think it's
is it
violent.
Is it Ed or is it Fred? Isn't it Fred and Rose?
Yes, Fred and Rose. Yeah.
The last name's West, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I've listened to a podcast about them before. They were weirdos.
Yeah. They like killed their own daughter and like she was like a prostitute and like they killed a child and.
You wouldn't believe how many people. Well, maybe you would believe. So many people end up killing their own kids, like serial killers.
Oh yeah, I could see that. I mean, I feel like if you're a serial killer, like
no, because a lot of them have.
Like,
well, a lot of them have like their like trigger or whatever, where like they kill a certain kind of person that looks a certain way. I love My Favorite Murder. I'm a murderino. Although I had to stop listening to it because it was giving me nightmares and making me feel like I was constantly going to be murdered. It made my anxiety really bad, so I had to stop listening to it.
Speaking of that, right now there is a person here in Wilmington in like one of the areas called Ogden that there's like a person like attacking women in their homes and they haven't been able to catch the person and they like literally strike every single night in a different neighborhood. It's happened like 5 nights in a row and like I think it was not last night but the night before they had like helicopters and like lights going down because someone's brother like caught the guy in like his sister's bedroom and like chased him out of the house and so they were looking for him.
Yikes.
Yeah,
that's terrifying.
I have been really into like reading thrillers lately and I really like want to write one now, like a YA thriller, but like I don't have any ideas. I just think it'd be fun.
You should read some of Caleb's. These are thrillers.
I thought his were like campy.
No.
Like
no, not his first two.
Oh really?
Yeah, his the third one about drag queens is supposed to be more campy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
The first two, oh, don't not lay on my laptop. The first two aren't campy. There's murder and stuff in them.
Because I read two of them? Yeah, the Karen McManus books, which are pretty good. And then what else did I read that was a thriller? Well, I read the Stephanie Perkins, which is like a thriller / horror. Like there's someone in your house or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, same Moon. Like I've never really even like read them or whatever until recently, and then I've gotten really into them. Like I love like sitting there trying to guess like the whole time, especially because I listen to them at work, and it actually keeps me like engaged with something, you know. But I would love to write one. I just don't really have like I kind of have like a premise, but I don't have the mystery, which is like, you know, the main part.
Do you want to read specifically YA or just any thriller?
I am open to both. I've been watching books with Books and Lala.
She has a lot
of recommendations. I write them all down, but I'm like throttled on script right now, so I can't even really listen to anything.
I'm getting throttled too, which is weird because I only finished one book.
I finished 2 and they did, which is so crazy to me because in August I listened to 10 before they throttled me.
Maybe like, oh, this bitch going crazy, throttle her this month.
And then like September, I think it was like 4, which I think is like 3 or 4, which is like typical, like usually about 3. I was shocked when I got 10. But I think the reason why I got 10 was because in August was because 4 of them were the Raven Boy series, and for whatever reason, they were letting anyone like have that. So that was like 4 of them. But yeah, so I'm just like a little irritated because work has been like super boring. Yeah, it just means like if you read it, just like there's no rhyme or reason to it. Like sometimes when you read too many, then like they make a bunch of them unavailable to you until the next month.
I actually don't know if they throttle you if you read. I know they throttle the audiobooks, but I've never actually read anything on there.
You should go back and look at that Moon. Those are really popular right now. Like a cozy mystery.
I have a location for what I guess could be considered a thriller, but no story.
See, I have like sort of like a kind of like a premise, but I don't have the actual mystery. I feel like mine would be very cliche. It would be like just one that like someone stole from another book. I feel like what I would need to do is like do a lot of like research of like real crime stories and stuff, and then like borrow from some of those and kind of make one up, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Caleb's first book is kind of like a YA Gone Girl.
Interesting.
I say kind of. The second book, I think I actually prefer the second. I prefer the love interest in the first one, but I prefer the second book because there's more like murder.
Are they related or no?
No, they're just both like gay YA mysteries. But the second one, I personally like the story of the second one better. Not that the first one's not good, but I like that like the second one's more like murdery and like there's drugs involved.
What's the one I read? Was that a McManus book? Where there was like there's like I think it was a McManus. Yeah, it was a McManus. It was one of hers. Where like there's an amusement park that's like a murder themed amusement park, and then like murder happens there. But it was very misleading because very little happens at the amusement park. I was very let down by that because they used it as like a selling point. Like a murder happened at this like murder themed amusement park. And I was like, wow, that's a really cool premise. And then it like, yeah,
I like that sounds interesting. And now that, but the fact that you said it's not.
I mean, there are like scenes added, but it's not like central in the way that I felt like I was led to believe.
What book was it?
A Karen McManus book.
I don't know if I've read any of her other books.
Yeah, she
Oh, congrats on finishing the YA fantasy.
I'm trying to look at my books that I've read recently. You should read the Stephanie Perkins one. It's pretty good.
I've been meaning to. It's just there's so many books, you know.
I know, and you always like choose the weirdest one.
Yeah, but they're interesting to me, so you know.
Are they? It's Two Can Keep a Secret.
Oh, I don't even know if I've heard of that one.
So like all of her books kind of have like so One of Us is Lying. There's another one coming out like this year. I think it's like with some of the like, so like in the first book, one of the characters has like a younger sister, and so like in this new book, it's the younger sister, and like she's involved in a thing. So they're like tangentially related. But the second one, Two Can Keep a Secret, has nothing to do with it. That's the first one.
I would think by the titles it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually, yeah, so like those are the 3 thrillers I've read recently was One of Us is Lying, Two Can Keep a Secret, and then There's Someone Inside Your House. I mean, I didn't love There's Someone Inside Your House. I had some issues with it, but it was good.
Did I just listen
Me too, Great Fry. And I felt like similar about Hot Dog Girl. Like I felt like I was really excited about it being at an amusement park, and then it was like didn't quite deliver on that either.
Yeah, that's what I was most excited about in Hot Dog Girl was like more of the amusement park.
Yeah.
Which you got a lot of it, but like I just I don't know.
There were other things about the book that were not as like.
Yeah. I wanted so much more.
Yeah.
I just finished Honestly Bad, and it was just so weird because the whole time the character's like, I'm not bisexual, but he is bisexual at the end. Like he is, but he's like, I'm not bisexual, and it felt really weird. So I went on Goodreads, and all these people were complaining about the bi erasure in it. Like why? Like I was just like, I don't want to get involved with this. But it was such a weird. It was so weird. I don't even know how to like. It was weird. I preferred Openly Straight.
How was Lock Every Door? I think you liked it, right? Didn't you talk about that in a video? I think I wrote that book down. See, the reason why I get throttled on script is because I can listen to books during work. And so sometimes I'll pick like short ones because a lot of YA contemporaries are short. They're like 7 hours and I listen to them in 2 times speed. So I'll like listen to like 3 in like 3 days and they're like, oh, you're out. So it's like I'm throttled by like the 7th of the month. And I'm like, God. What I need to do is get a library membership so I can listen to.
Yeah, because you can get audiobooks through your library.
The thing is that I don't have I don't have like the stuff to get my library card yet. Like I haven't got my license and like all that shit.
You've been there almost a year.
So what is your point, Kevin? I still have an Illinois license.
Oh my God.
I know. I lived in California. When we moved back to California, I lived there for almost 2 years, and I still have the Illinois license from before that. I don't want to take a break, Danielle. I'm too bored at work.
Oh my gosh, Laura, there was a new book announced called Tokyo Ever After. Have you heard of this?
I don't think so.
It's about an American teen who, while going through a ho-hum senior year in her Northern California town, discovers that she is Japanese royalty. Dubbed as The Princess Diaries Meets Crazy Rich Asian, it follows a young woman who finds herself caught between worlds and between the versions of herself. Back home, she was never American enough, and in Japan, she must prove she's Japanese enough.
Ooh, I love it. Really, Moon? Maybe I could try to do that. Because it would be nice to be able to use the audiobooks at the library.
Ooh, I'm like super excited for this book. It doesn't even have a release date yet, but like anything Princess Diaries and Crazy Rich Asians, which was amazing.
Yeah. Did you end up reading all of those?
Just the first one.
All of them are good.
Are they all on Scribd though? I didn't think they were.
I bought them on.
I listened to the first one on Audible.
Yeah, I bought all 3 on Audible. So. Hey, Cassidy! Look who comes sliding in toward the end. Oh wait, it says we're currently sprinting, but we're not. We should probably do one more before we go, because I do gotta go at 9:30 so we can watch our movie.
If she applied for a library card in Illinois, it would just, there's nothing there.
How could I even do that? I don't live
online.
Will they give me one?
You put in, I think you put in your license number.
Weird.
Crazy Rich Asians is good. I like the book.
The Princess Diaries books are so much better than the movies. Dude, I remember I was reading Princess Diaries books. What was I, like, in college? I was, like, in grad school. I was, like, excited for the next one to come out.
There's just too many of them, though.
Huh?
There's too many of them.
I read, like, the first, like, 10 or something. I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Maybe I should.
Yeah, Cassie, I think it's because they can't ask you for your license when you're a child.
Yeah. I live, like, kind of in a big, like, the town is over 100,000 people. So I don't know, like, how, like, low-key they are about giving. Because I know they charge you if you don't live in town, so.
So there's officially only 10 books in the Princess Diaries, but that's not including the half books.
Yeah, I have, like, the first 10, including half books. So I don't think I've read all of them.
There's 14 total, I think, with half books. But then a new one came out, like, 10 years later called Royal Wedding.
Yeah, I remember that. All right, do we want to do one last sprint at 20 after?
Sure thing.
We can just do 10. 10.
I like the book Crazy Rich Asians. I don't know if I think I liked it better than the movie. I don't know.
I really liked the whole series. There were parts I didn't like. Like, they talk a lot about Moon. I know that kind of town. Kevin and I grew up in a town that only had 10,000 people, so. And actually, where I live right now, I'm out in the country. There probably isn't even 4,000, but I live right outside the big city.
Oh my god, gotta go into the city.
There was a snake on our
That's so disgusting. I don't want to talk about it.
effing porch when we got home. Looked it up. It was a rattlesnake, so probably would have died if it would have.
Oh, shut up! I hate snakes.
I didn't even see it there. Like, I saw something, and I thought maybe, like, we had been taking stuff in from the car, and so I thought maybe something like had just fallen out of a bag. And so when I rolled my bag up, it, like, hit the tail of it, and it started, like, moving. And I was like, oh my god, it's a snake.
Ugh. Laura, did they ever do a book about the moms in Crazy Rich Asians?
What do you mean, like, about the moms?
The mams. Okay, we need to sprint because we're gonna run over already.
Ugh, TV, that's horrible.
You hear me?
What?
We need to start sprinting. We're already over.
All right, let's do our last sprint. We'll do 10 minutes. Starting, you want to start now?
Yep, starting right now.
Okay.
Ooh, I just got really bad pain. Time's up. Not everybody do.
I just was kind of reading over some stuff, thinking. I did a lot of thinking.
I'm in a lot of pain, actually.
How'd everybody else do?
I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Oh, and Cassidy, you do get a lot more of the moms in the future books. Yeah, you definitely get oh gosh, I'm so tired. You definitely get a lot more of them. Moon, are you writing something new for Nano? I can't remember. And Cassie, are you doing Nano this year? Yeah. I'm still debating between working on my... Yeah, I really want to do something new, but I don't know. I have a hard time like getting into something new when I'm still like working on something. So Cassidy, I will. I haven't been on the site honestly since like last week. So ooh, Moon, I like that. It reminds me of the movie Enchanted, which I actually didn't like that much, but I like the premise. That's exciting, Cassidy. What are you writing? Like, what's the like genre? I love this idea of reverse portal fantasy. It's really cool. Your characters have to like help them get back to their world. Oh my goodness. Oh. Are you done with that first book, Cassidy? And do you plan on clearing it? Ooh. That's kind of how I feel though. Like, I've only ever worked on 2 books. Like this book that I'm working on right now, I actually started it for the first time like 2015, I think. Or 2016. So like I started my speculative fiction in 2014, and then I think I started this in 2015. And I've basically just been going back and forth between the two. And I've been thinking about my speculative fiction a lot lately. I really want to go back to it, but I try to hold off. Oh my god, I like something yawning. Let's try that glass of wine. Cassie, yours is science fiction, right? Oh, cool. So is it a sequel then, or is it a prequel? I've actually thought about doing that because, so like my book takes place a couple of years after something really bad happened the main character. And so I thought about actually going back and like separate from the book, like writing the actual thing that happened to her in real time, like just so I have like the details of it down. Does that make sense? What? That's going somewhere. That's probably it. There he is. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought I remembered.
Hi, sorry about that. I was sitting one spot for too long causes me to be in pain.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking is like just like because like I know it happened to her, but like I feel like writing it in present tense, the scene, just to kind of work out some of the more specific details might be helpful. Yeah. Kevin, what are you writing for Nano? I don't remember.
It's
Rom-com?
yes. It's a contemporary rom-com.
Adult or YA?
YA.
Yeah, timey-wimey.
It's a good book. I've read it. Alfalfa sleeping on my desk, being a little punk. Look at him. Oh.
I've never watched Doctor Who, but I know what timey-wimey is. I cannot stop yawning. So probably going to put on a Halloween movie tonight that I've seen in case I fall asleep, like Hocus Pocus. Kevin, did you see that? Netflix has a new movie coming out called Let It Snow.
Yeah.
I was like, how dare you? All right, well, I think it is time to retire.
Everybody that hasn't yet needs to go watch my new video that went up right before this live show.
Yeah, Kevin has a new video. Also, next week, we will not have Thirsty Thursday on Thursday. It will be Thirsty Friday. And the first day of Nano.
Yep. So everybody be prepared for NaNoWriMo.
I
Who's
prefer
prepared?
the Manson version of that song. Yeah, so all right, guys, this is it. Next time I see you, we're gonna be nanoing it up.
Oh my god, that's so terrifying to think about.
It'll be the first day. Everyone will still be so happy and excited, and then when we come back on the next following Thursday on my channel, everyone's already gonna be like,
no, second week's usually still like, you know.
yeah.
So third week, which will be back on my channel, is the one that everyone hates.
Yeah. Yeah, happy Nano Eve. We're in the Nano Eve time.
Oh man, not ready for it.
But we will have special videos coming out.
Yes. There's a special video coming soon.
Monday, right?
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah,
on Monday. And then I have some special hidden videos that are coming up next month. I can't talk about them yet. Lots of exciting things working, going through the work and
That's exciting, Cassidy. I will add you as a friend. I just have not been on the website in a week, so.
It's still glitchy and irritating a little bit. There's just certain aspects I want them to fix that aren't fixed yet.
If anyone needs to add me, same name as I have on YouTube, it's Laura Writes. So, but I cannot stop yawning, so I need to go lay down. I went to bed early last night, so my body's like, hey, remember when we did that really cool thing called go to sleep early? Let's try that again. I was asleep before 10 yesterday.
So you're sleeping fine again.
One day.
It's better than no days.
Yeah, I fell asleep during the Lost Boys, so I need to finish it.
All right. Well, it was fun, everybody.
Yes, thank you everyone for coming. Next time I see you, hopefully you're in full nano mode next Friday, and enjoy your Halloween.
Yes.
Don't let the news scare you. No one would actually give away their edible, so
They're too expensive.
I saw that in the news. Like, be careful. Their candy and stuff could be laced with marijuana. I'm like, no one's gonna give away their marijuana candy. So children who can't even appreciate it.
Oh, never.
Right, Greg Bro? I wish I would. All right. Thanks everyone for coming. It was fun. Ooh, interesting. Intrigue. All right.
All right.
All right, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.